You're too young to be on that bridge. You're too young to be standing on the edge. Too young to be alone with the rain. You're too young.
Hi, my name is Kristen Beckler. I'm a child life specialist at Lucile Packard Children's Hospital at Stanford University. The goals of a child life specialist are to help reduce trauma associated with being in the hospital, and we do that by providing preparation for procedures, distraction techniques to get kids through difficult procedures, as well as preparation for surgeries and different things that they're going to be going through in their hospital experience. As well as providing all of the education, we also provide play, trying to normalize their environment. We run all the playroom programs, preschool. Our department also has a school associated with it. And we're just the fun play people. We're the safe person to go to in the hospital. To be a child life specialist, you need to have a degree. I happen to have a bachelor's in education with a focus on recreation therapy. So I'm duly certified in recreation therapy as well as child life. And then there is a certification process to become both of those things. You have to have a certain amount of internship hours as well as your degree, either a master's or a bachelor's, and then you have to sit for a certification exam. Lucile Packard Children's Hospital is one of the largest children's hospitals providing care to cardiovascular patients. We do nearly 600 cardiac surgeries a year, including pediatric heart transplants, as well as up to 6,000 procedures on pediatric patients. That includes everything from an echo to an MRI to a cardiac catheterization. Our surgeons at Lucile Packard Children's Hospital provide a specialty that is unlike anywhere else. We have served families from Africa, from Hawaii, from Sacramento to Oregon to the Deep South. So we feel very fortunate and lucky to have them and to be able to provide that service to those families. We have met so many wonderful people along the way, and it has been an absolute privilege. So Lucile Packard Children's Hospital's cardiac unit includes the cardiovascular intensive care unit, which is 20 beds and has children from newborn babies to teenagers, and we actually have some young adults on the unit. We have an overflow unit in the pediatric intensive care unit of 4 beds if we need them. And then we can also, once the kids start feeling better, they go up to the 3rd floor, and that's another 24 beds. We have some of the brand new babies will be in the neonatal intensive care unit as well. So we have had children from that unit being served on under our heart center. We have been so fortunate to have met Angels for Hearts over the last few years. I remember meeting Kim in the hallway several years ago, and her with this brilliant idea that she wanted to provide Christmas presents for the Heart kids, and we all just ran with it. We were like, okay, let's see where this goes, and boy, did it go somewhere big. We are so fortunate that we can call Angels for Hearts and give them specific presents that the kids want for Christmas. Kids in the hospital, their biggest fear at Christmas time is that Santa forgot them. And we can give them a little toy for Christmas. We can give them a little something, but it may not be exactly what they've asked for. But we can call the Kaufmans, and we know that they're going to get what they asked for. And not only are they going to get what they asked for, we can give a little something to their brother or sister as well. We get that much from them now that it's turned into this phenomenon at Christmas. The nurses are excited about it. They're like, what are Angels for Hearts bringing? And we know that they're coming. It means so much to the families that Santa didn't forget them, that Santa arrived on Christmas morning and has provided something that their child has asked for. And us as the child life specialist can go down there and say, hey, we have this amazing organization, this is who they are, and they're giving us specific gifts. So what do you guys want this year? And if they say we want a remote control car, we're like, you got it, not a problem. And we can provide that for them. And that's been so much fun over the last few years to be able to do. The wishes, wants, and needs is something that, as child life specialist, is probably our favorite part of the Christmas donations. The presents are so fun for the kids on Christmas morning, but the wishes, wants, and needs are something that we can do all year long. So it helps us with families, with parents. If a parent says, boy, I wish I could give Susie a birthday party, we can say, we got you back. And we can get them a Visa gift card and let them, as parents, empower them to provide a birthday party for their child, or we're happy to go get the supplies for them and provide that birthday party and make things normal for them at the hospital and empower that parent. We've been able to do some really great things. We've had new moms who have had a cardiovascular kid in the hospital where they've had surgery right at birth, and the mom is concerned about bonding. We were able to get one of the moms one of those nursing pillows and a little snuggly thing, so she was able to bond with her child but hold her child safely after a cardiac surgery. We had a really cute story where we had two teenagers in the hospital, and what do teenagers always want? They want iPods. And so we were able to give each of these kids an iPod, and they each actually became friends by texting and video chatting with each other, and they developed this absolutely adorable friendship. It was actually a little young couple, and we all were giggling and watching, and they were in the hospital for months waiting for a heart transplant. And because they were on opposite ends of the hall, they couldn't always, go to each other's rooms, but they had this connection. And Angels for Hearts provided this monetary donation, but it meant so much more. And as the staff, as child life specialists, it was really fun to be able to watch. Yeah, last year we had quite an influx of school-age kids, and we had two school-age boys that were sharing a room, and they were just, the saddest little guys, didn't want to get out of bed, and I'm not going to move. And Santa delivered two of these helmet heroes, and we put the batteries in and got them all ready for them. And sure enough, within the hour, they were fighting down the hallways with these helmets on, and their poor little sisters and brothers chasing after them, wishing that they had these helmet heroes. It was pretty cute. Another unique thing about Angels for Hearts is that we are able to customize our Christmas list. Last year we had quite a few school-age kids. This year it looks like we might have infant and toddlers, and we're able to call you directly. We can call Angels for Hearts, call Kim, call her mom, and just say, hey, we have a new request. Can you make it happen? And they're going to be able to make it happen, and we have confidence in that. Families are so excited when they are given this opportunity to provide a birthday party, to provide a family dinner one night. It's so nice to be able, when a parent tells me, oh gosh, they were just saying all they wanted was a Happy Meal today. I got you. Don't worry about it. We have this great organization that provides these gift cards, and let me tell you about them. And they're so moved. They're so touched. And the fact that there's people out there that care about their heart kids without even knowing them, it is an honor to them, and they're always so moved by it, and it just makes our job that much easier. As child life specialists in the hospital, we realized that there was a population that we were not meeting their needs, and that population being the heart failure, pre-heart transplant kids. They were outpatient in our heart center, and we were not meeting with them during this lengthy evaluation process that they would go through in order to be accepted for heart transplant listing. We were asked by the nurse practitioners and the physicians if we could provide a service, and that service would be to educate the kids about what heart transplant is, do some surgery preparation with them, and just to provide a tour, some desensitization to the hospital. And we were happy to do it, we just didn't have the time to do it. So we wrote a research study studying the children's anxiety throughout this heart transplant evaluation. Our hope is to decrease their anxiety throughout the evaluation by providing a child life session with them, which includes education as well as all that other information. We wrote the research study, and we were accepted. We made a PowerPoint presentation, which includes following another child's process through transplant. We have pictures of him and diagrams and what his scar looks like to help educate the kids on what to expect. We had that PowerPoint on a little jump drive, and we're always looking for a computer to plug it in, and follow me, we need to find a computer. And we thought, boy, this sure would be easy if we had those little fancy iPads where we could just pop it up and it would be here. We could just meet in any old treatment room or in the waiting room, and it would make life a lot easier. but they're very expensive and we didn't have the funds for it. And I was joking with my staff one day and saying, sure would be nice if I had a wish, want, and need, and I wish we could, as staff, have wish, wants, and needs. And we were just kind of made a big joke about it. And somebody said, what did you ask? And I went back and forth. I was a little nervous, not sure if we could pull it off, but then one of my colleagues said, they can't say yes unless you ask. And so sure enough, we called, and Patty and Kim were so generous and helped us to get these 2 iPads that we've been able to use for our kids. And it's been a roaring success. We have actually found that the families prefer doing the surveys on the iPad. They have something to hold. It's almost like holding a piece of paper, and they can just tap the screen, and it makes doing the anxiety surveys so much easier. And we've actually found that it piques everyone's interest. When I'm going through the PowerPoint presentation, I thought it was going to be myself and the patient, and it turns out mom's peeking over the shoulder, grandpa's peeking over the shoulder. Everybody is interested in what's on that iPad. I like to believe that it's my super smart child life intervention, but I have a feeling they think it's a really cool iPad. I like that. It's amazing how things work out. Kim was in the hospital several years ago, was just told that she wasn't going to be eligible for a heart transplant, and for some reason she started thinking about the children in the hospital and wanted to know more about them. And her nurse happened to know about the child life department and called someone. And doing a little research, I was able to figure out who that person was, and her name was Kirsten Cotton, and she said that she was able to go over there. Kirsten just happened to be working late that night, and then by late, I mean it was 9, 10 o'clock at night, and she went over and chatted with Kim, told her a little more about our department, a little more about our needs, and then the next year, we had a donation. And actually, I don't know if Kim knows this, but I was there. I was kind of eavesdropping on a conversation between Kim and Shannon, and I was standing in the hallway because I was with Shannon, and there was this really excited, vibrant woman talking to Shannon about this donation that she had gotten, and she was so excited about it and said she was going to do more. And we were like, okay, we'll see if it really happens. And boy, am I eating those words now. Here we are several years later, and Kim's one of my greatest allies in this heart fight, and I couldn't be more appreciative. So on behalf of the Lucile Packard Children's Hospital, all the staff, patients, families, I just really wanted to thank Angels with Hearts for all that they have done, not just at Christmas time, but all year long. We're able to call you at a moment's notice if there is a wish, want, and need that we aren't able to provide with just these gift cards, like the iPads, for example. We know that you're available, and we know that we can call you. So on a personal level, I would like to thank you for that. And also, on behalf of the hospital, you've been a great friend of Packard, and we are so privileged to know your entire family. The Kaufmans rock!